Welcome to our channel. Here you practice English and learn how to start, grow, and scale your own business. Join us on this journey. Improve your skills, build your dream business, and achieve your goals. Let's grow together. Today, we will discover 3 ways to find business ideas that already have customers. Are you ready? Let's start, my friend. You have a dream of starting your own business, but one big fear is holding you back. What if I build it and nobody comes? You imagine spending months or even years putting all your time, savings, and energy into creating the perfect product. You build the website, design the perfect logo, and get every detail right. Then you launch and hear nothing but silence. It's a scary thought, and it's the #1 reason new businesses fail. It's not because of a lack of passion. It's not because of a lack of money. According to research from CB Insights, the main reason startups fail, in over 1/3 of cases, is because they made something that nobody wanted. They didn't solve a problem that people actually have. They created a solution on their own and were shocked to find out that no one was looking for it. You can completely avoid this. The risk of building a business nobody wants can be almost entirely removed before you write any code, spend a dime on products, or rent any office space. The secret is to stop trying to invent new ideas out of thin air. Instead, you need to look for problems and needs that people already have today. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 3 proven ways to find business ideas that already have customers waiting. People who are not only ready for a solution, but are willing to pay for one. So let's forget the guesswork. We're going to find you an idea that has a real market need. Section 1. The demand-driven method. Follow the money. The first, and maybe the safest, way to find a business idea with ready customers is what I call the demand-driven method. The main idea is simple. Go where people are already spending money. Instead of trying to create demand for a brand new idea, you're going to find a market where people are already buying things, and then just carve out your own small piece of it. Think of it this way. You can either try to dig a new river, hoping water shows up, or you can go to a big flowing river and just guide a small stream for yourself. The second choice is much easier and safer. So, how do you find these rivers of demand? It starts with a simple change in how you think. You're not an inventor, you're a market detective. You're looking for clues that show people are already spending money. A great place to see this is in the on-demand economy. This market is growing fast because it gives us something we all want: convenience. People are busy and stressed, and they are happy to pay to get time back in their day. The online market for on-demand home services is set to grow by about 16% each year, hitting almost $20 billion by 2033. That's a massive flowing river. Think about services like food delivery, mobile car repair, or grocery pickup. These aren't new needs. People have always needed to eat, fix their cars, and buy groceries. But the way they do it has changed. The winning businesses aren't inventing new problems. They're just offering a faster, easier solution to old ones. So how can you use this? Start by looking at your own life and the lives of those around you. What chores do you hate doing? What tasks do you keep avoiding because they are a pain? For example, maybe you notice that your neighborhood has a lot of families where both parents work. They get home tired, and the last thing they want to do is cook a healthy meal. That's a clear problem. A business that offers a weekly meal prep and delivery service isn't trying to convince people to eat. It's just offering an easier way to do something they have to do anyway. The demand is already a part of their daily life. Or think about something boring like appliance repair. HVAC systems, fridges, and washing machines break. And when they do, it's an emergency. The need for a skilled, reliable, and fast repair service is immediate and strong. The HVAC repair market, for instance, is expected to grow steadily, with some reports showing an annual growth rate of over 6%. This isn't some trendy market. It's a basic need of modern life. Beyond just looking around, you can use great free tools to detect demand. One of the best is Google Trends. It shows you how often people search for things over time. Think of every Google search as a small signal of interest, a person raising their hand and saying, "I need this." When you see a trend line that is going up, you are watching public interest grow. For example, let's say you're interested in eco-friendly products. That's a huge topic, but with Google Trends, you could compare search interest for terms like electric scooter, refillable cleaning products, and compost delivery service in your area. You might find that one of those is trending up much faster. This data gives you a direct look into the mind of your future customer. It helps you go from a vague idea like sustainability to a specific idea like a subscription for eco-friendly cleaning refills in my city. Another gold mine is online stores. Go to Amazon and look at the best sellers list in any category. This isn't a guess. It's a real-time list of what people are actually buying. Look at the products at the top. You're not going to copy them. Instead, you're going to read the reviews. Look for the 3- and 4-star reviews. These are from people who liked the product but had a problem. They'll say things like, "I love this travel mug, but I wish it didn't leak." Or, "This yoga mat is great, but it starts to smell." Every one of those buts is a business idea. Your job is to create the product without the but. The market has already shown it wants a travel mug. You don't have to guess. Your mission is just to create a better one that solves the problems people complain about. This makes your idea much safer. You're not wondering if people will buy your product. You're betting they'll choose a better version of what they already buy. Here's your action step. Spend 1 hour this week as a market detective. Go to Google Trends and look up 3 topics you're curious about. Then, go to Amazon. Pick a best-selling item in a category you know, and read 20 of its 3-star reviews. Write down every complaint or wish you see. I guarantee you'll end the hour with at least one solid idea that has a proven market. Section 2. The skilled passion method. Scratch your own itch. The second method is maybe the most rewarding. It's what I call the skilled passion method, and it's best known by the phrase, "scratch your own itch." The idea is simple. Find a problem that you have personally faced in an area you care about, and then build the solution. This is powerful because it makes you customer zero. You are the target market. This gives you a huge advantage. You don't have to guess what your customer wants because you are the customer. You know the language, you feel the same problems, and you know what a perfect solution would be. Many of the world's most successful companies started this way, not in a fancy office, but from a founder's own personal frustration. But how do you turn a passion into a business? It's a 2-step process. First, list your skills, and second, see where those skills can make money. Let's start with your skills. Take out a piece of paper and for 15 minutes, just make a list. Write down everything you're good at or truly passionate about. Don't filter yourself. Don't worry if it sounds like a business idea yet. Just list it. Maybe you're a great home cook who loves fermenting foods. Write it down. Maybe you've spent years learning about classic car repair. Write it down. Maybe you're the person all your friends ask for help with their smart home gadgets. Write it down. Are you an expert in a specific software? A master of organization? A skilled woodworker? Put it all on the page. Every single one is a potential idea. The key is to be specific. Don't just write good at computers. What does that really mean? Are you good at building custom gaming PCs? Are you good at fixing your grandparents' slow computers? Are you good at making complex Excel spreadsheets? The best ideas are in the details. Once you have this list of your skills and passions, it's time for step 2, finding where it overlaps with what people pay for. Not every hobby is a business. Your passion for collecting old bottle caps is cool, but the market might be too small. So for each item on your list, ask one key question. Do other people have this problem or passion, and will they pay for a solution? This is how you connect your personal interest to a real market. Let's go back to the home cook who loves fermentation. They could start a blog. But what's a more direct business idea? They might realize that other people want to make their own kombucha or sourdough but don't know where to start. The itch is the desire for these healthy foods, and the problem is that it seems too hard. The business idea? A sourdough starter kit for beginners, with a mature starter, a simple guide, and maybe a short video course. The customers are already out there. They're the thousands of people searching how to make sourdough online every day. You're just giving them an easy way to start. Think about the story of Sarah Chen, a home baker who started her business during the pandemic. Her hobby was making beautiful macarons and custom cakes. She started just by baking for friends and family. The itch was her own desire to perfect her baking. She soon saw that other people needed high-quality, custom-baked goods for special occasions. She bought better equipment, took online courses to improve her skills, and began selling at a local farmer's market. This let her talk directly to customers and see what they liked. Her hobby grew into a real business, bringing in thousands of dollars a month, all because she found that sweet spot between her passion and a clear market need. Or what about the person who loves to read and is great with grammar? They might think that's not a real skill. But think about how many businesses need their reports and websites to be error-free. By offering services as a freelance proofreader on sites like Upwork or Fiverr, they're solving a real business problem. A friend of mine did exactly this. She built a reputation for being reliable and careful, and now she has a side income of several $1,000s a month, all from her hobby of being good with words. The great thing about this method is that your passion sells itself. When you talk about your product, you're not faking it. You genuinely care, and people can see you're genuine. That attracts customers who feel the same way. So, here's your action step for this method. Make a skill list. Write down at least 10 skills, passions, or things you know a lot about. Then, next to each one, brainstorm one product or service that someone might pay for. Don't judge the ideas, just write them down. You're building your own personal idea bank. Section 3. The problem solver method. Eavesdrop on pain. Our third and final method gets to the heart of all great businesses. I call it the problem solver method. The main idea is to stop trying to think of ideas and instead start listening for complaints. Your next great business idea isn't in your head. It's being shared for free every single day in online groups, on social media, and in customer reviews. You just have to tune in. A complaint is a wonderful thing. It's a clear sign of a need that isn't being met. When someone takes the time to complain, it means something really bothers them. And if it bothers them enough, they will often pay good money to make the pain go away. By becoming an expert at finding problems online, you can discover business ideas that are almost guaranteed to have a market, because the market is telling you what it wants. So where do you go to listen for this pain? The internet is like the biggest focus group ever, and it's always open. Your main tool is listening to people online. Let's start with one of the best places, Reddit. Reddit is a huge collection of communities or subreddits for almost any hobby, job, or interest you can think of. There are subreddits for homeowners, new parents, software developers, accountants, you name it. And in these communities, people are very honest about their problems. Here's how to use it. Don't just browse. Search with a goal. Go to a subreddit for a group of people you'd like to serve. For example, let's say you go to small business. In the search bar for that specific subreddit, type in phrases that signal a problem. Search for things like, how do you deal with, I'm so frustrated with, does anyone else hate? What tool do you use for, can anyone recommend? You'll find a ton of problems. You might find a post where 10 small business owners are all complaining about how hard it is to manage social media. They're using 3 different tools. It costs too much, and it's confusing. That is a business idea. The market is telling you, we need a simpler, cheaper social media tool for small businesses. Let's try another one. Go to the r/parenting subreddit and search for I wish. You might find a dozen parents all saying, I wish there was an easy way to find and book kids' classes. They complain that the information is all over the place and signing up is a pain. Boom. That's a proven business idea. A single, trusted website for finding and booking children's activities. You didn't invent it. The customers gave it to you. Another powerful place for this is the review sections of existing products. Find a popular book on Amazon in a category you know well. Say, a book on productivity. Now, go straight to the 1- and 2-star reviews. These people are your secret focus group. They had a problem. They spent money to solve it by buying the book, and the book failed them. In their angry reviews, they will tell you exactly why it failed. They'll say things like, this book is all theory with no real steps, or this system is too complicated for a busy person. Their complaints are your product's feature list. You now know exactly what to build, a productivity guide that is practical, full of real-world examples, and designed as a simple system. The demand for a productivity solution is huge. You've just found a part of that market that feels ignored. Once you find a problem that keeps coming up, you can use a simple trick called the 5 whys to find the real issue. Let's say you see people complaining that their new smart home gadgets are a pain to set up. Why are they a pain? The instructions are confusing. Why are they confusing? They assume I know more about technology than I do. Why is that a problem? Because it makes me feel dumb and I waste hours on it. Why does that matter? I just wanted the benefit of a smart home, not another job as an IT person. Why would a better solution be valuable? Because I would gladly pay someone to make my smart home work perfectly without the headache. See what happened? We went from a small complaint, confusing instructions, to a real, emotional need. I want the magic of a smart home without the frustration. The business isn't just writing better instructions. The real business is a white-glove smart home setup service that makes everything work perfectly for them. You're selling peace of mind. This method is all about putting the customer's pain first. It forces you to build something people need because your entire process is based on listening. Here's your action step. Pick a community, a subreddit, a Facebook group, or a product's reviews, and spend 30 minutes just listening. Look for complaints. Find one problem that keeps appearing. Write it down and try the 5 whys to dig deeper. You will be amazed at what you find. Summary. All right, let's do a quick recap of the 3 methods for finding a business idea with waiting customers. First, the demand-driven method. This is where you act like a detective and follow the money. You look at what people are already buying. like on-demand services, and find a way to do it better or for a specific group. You use tools like Google Trends and Amazon's bestseller lists to find demand and tap into it. Second, the skilled passion method. This is about scratching your own itch. You start with what you're good at and love to do, then find where that matches a problem people will pay you to solve. This makes you customer zero and gives you a genuine edge. And third, the problem solver method. This is where you become an expert at finding problems online. You search online groups and reviews to find what people complain about. Their complaints become your guide to creating a solution they're already asking for. Conclusion. That huge fear of building something for no one stops so many people from starting. But that fear comes from a misunderstanding. It assumes that great business ideas have to be completely original. They don't. The truth is that great business ideas are all around us, just hidden as problems, hassles, and complaints. Don't let that fear of failure stop you. Let it guide you. It should push you to stop guessing and start listening. By using any of these 3 methods, you are making your journey much safer. You are replacing blind hope with real-world confidence. You're making sure that from day one, you're working on something the world has already asked for. So my challenge to you is this: don't let that fear win. Pick just one of the action steps we talked about today and do it this week. Spend 30 minutes. That's it. Start listening. The customers are out there, and they're telling you exactly what they want. You just have to pay attention. If this video helped you, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video, where we'll talk about how you can test your new business idea for less than $100. Thank you for watching. Now go find a problem to solve.